It's all around knowing how to play over this chord, the 5th 7th flat 9. In flamenco music, most important chord is the 5th 7th flat 9, and therefore, if we know how to use this chord, meaning also which melodies we could play over this chord, then everything is good. It's all about how you phrase over this chord. In flamenco we have the Andalusian Cadence, consisting of 4 chords. First minor, then we have the flat 7, flat 6, and 5th 7 flat 9. So out of these 4 chords, this is the most important, the last one, the 5th 7 flat 9. It's very important to understand that the Andalusian cadence is what caused flamenco to exist harmonically, and this cadence does not come from any scale. Some people try to explain it as modal or Phrygian or this or that, because we can use modes over these chords, but that doesn't mean that the chords themselves came from the scales. So, because there is no one scale which gives you these 4 chords, in this case in E minor, but of course we can play Phrygian over this, but the first chord of the Phrygian mode is minor, and therefore this will not match with the characteristic of the 5th 7 flat 9 chord. So no mode or other scale can give you, as a result, the Andalusian cadence. The Andalusian cadence exists on its own and should be understood just like the blues progression. First 7, 4 7, 5th 7 does not come from any scale, it just exists. So the same thing. As soon as we try to explain the Andalusian cadence as coming from Phrygian or this or that, then it will become a nightmare, because there will be many inconsistencies which cannot be reconciled. And when we talk about harmony, we're talking about mathematical principles, which means everything has to match well. So to learn how to phrase actually and define the style, because this style is defined with just 1 chord. If I just go anywhere, to Thailand or anywhere, take the guitar and play just 1 chord, people will say, "Oh, why?" Because this identifies the style. So style, we get this from here. Therefore, we need to know what to do and what not to do here. One thing very important, and what not to do, is to play the major second of this chord. It sounds like this. Only a follower of John Cage will like it. So this is one thing. Forbidden note, the major second. Actually, besides that, in this case, C sharp, I can play every note. still sound good, even if I play every note except that one. Then we have in the study program, what we have on Skype, we have also one section of the work consists in knowing how to play scales over chords, which means how we describe melodically a chord. And just like in traditional music or in jazz music, in other styles, they have also their own methods to do that. Here the method is based, of course, on Paco de Lucia's style, what he did, even with the same fingerings he used, and also learning how to phrase over this chord, because it's important that is part of the style, and that you can do from the scratch, from zero. You need to learn the fingering that we are using. For example, we use minor. We start from the modes. And then learn fingering and also exercises which help you to improve connecting fingerings and knowing the fretboard over one specific tone. Scribe. This in particular in guitar is a topic a bit tricky because in piano people, they can play the chord with the left hand and with the right hand the melody, and then they know how this scale sounds over this chord. But here how we do, play F minor and now know how I sound, or I play F minor or I play the scale. Therefore I designed a special method for that, and you are very welcome to learn it. All this about harmony is not something that you can learn in a book or in a do-it-yourself way tutorial or anything. This does not exist actually, because it has to be also personalized. Means it has to be learned according to who or where you stand now at the present. So when I see you in Skype, then I can tell you exactly from which point is that you can start to walk towards the goal. Because we are all in different levels, in different situations, and everyone from scratch, from zero level, he can learn this also. But this is not something that you can learn by reading or by watching others do. You have to do it you. It's like learning to swim. We cannot learn how to swim by watching others swimming. This is not possible. You have to learn to swim you. I'd otherwise ask Michael Phelps if someone can do the job for him. Because this is very big tendency now. And for some things it works, this do it yourself, but in this it will not work. Because there are many things which are don'ts, and unless you know them, then you will hit the wrong button. So everyone is welcome to study, and I am here for them, and for you, of course, if you want. Thank you, and I see you next time.